Hey, I'm Seth with Land a House. Thank you so much for joining in today. If you would go ahead and take a moment to hit that thumbs up button, it really helps the channel to grow and I would appreciate it. So I have a few things planned for today. One of them is to take this lumber into the shop. I'm going to be building a queen size bed frame out of only wood. My previous build had metal legs and I want to build it completely out of wood so it's easy to follow. I also need to move this stack of materials over here because in late spring of 2020, my goal is to start building a lawnmower shed. This one behind me here is a Shelter Logic, and you can see I've got some tape on some spots, and down here on the bottom is starting to discolor and fade. This thing is a couple of years old. It's a temporary shed and it is starting to fall apart. I think this summer will finally do it in, and so I am going to build a shop, or a shed I mean, for the four-wheeler, the lawnmower, the four-wheeler trailer back here, and the various things like my little tiller. I've got ladders and such. Probably even be able to fit the wheelbarrow back there too. So let me jump down here and show you where that material needs to be moved to. So let's jump down there. Okay, here we are. So I've got this spot cleared off. My neighbor actually came up here with his skid steer and pulled all of this dirt back. This hill came out, it was actually even with this one, so you can see he cut back somewhere around 10 feet or so and just pulled that dirt over here off into the side. Hopefully it doesn't kill that tree right there. I think it's pretty close to ground level, so like that right there was original ground level, so I think it's going to be okay. Anyway, he just piled the dirt over here, and I've been kind of letting it settle for the summer. It's a little bit soft still, but the plan is to build the lawnmower shed over here. I think I'm going to make it the same size as my shop up here, but a lot shorter. So instead of 10 foot tall, it'll be max of 8 foot tall. So easier to work with and less materials to make it. But so my main shop up here has insulation and interior walls and all that good stuff. This one will just have, I guess, hardy board on the outside and call it done. So basically roof, door, and siding. But I'm kind of having this idea of 2 doors on the front, a lawnmower side and a four-wheeler side, and then I may even put a little door on the back so I could get through here and mow my little patch of grass back here. But anyway, so that's enough talk. Let's go ahead and clear up the four-wheeler, get the trailer out, and that way we can take that material down here so I can start building up my stuff so that I can just walk in and build this and not have to worry about gathering the materials over time. Also, the church that I've been helping with has a lot of 2x4s that are a little bit old and twisted, and they're going to give them to me for this build. So I will probably save around $200 there, which is really awesome. So anyway, let's get to work. One day I'm going to walk out here and this is not going to start because the battery is getting old. Hopefully today is not that day. I haven't ridden this thing in probably a couple of weeks, sadly. Getting close. If you missed it, I have a video showing how I made this little ATV trailer. It actually turned out pretty good, I think. But anyway, if I remember, I'll put a link to this in the description down below. That tire seems pretty good. The weight we're hauling today is not too heavy, so we should be good. So far, the materials that I have gathered for this shed build are 4 2x8, 8-foot long for the foundation, and then I've got the metal roofing. This was from a friend of mine, and I just cut each piece in half to give us the length that we need. So I just want to haul this stuff down to the build site so it will be ready when we decide to build. Two of these boards, I was driving down the road and saw them. It was early morning after work. They were frosted over, so I figured that someone had dropped them the night before. They didn't come back to get them by then. I just figured they were fair game. Okay, I put half of it up here on the trailer. It's pretty heavy, so let's go unload the metal roof and most of those boards, and we'll come back for the rest of this. Okay, I just managed to get all the materials that I have down here. Those 4 2x8s and all of that metal roofing. And then I've got my paver stones here for whenever I do the actual foundation. So, give me your thoughts on the building here. 20 foot long this way and 14 foot this way. I could probably go up to 16, but it's close. I couldn't dig the hill back any more than this right here because at the top of the tree line up there is my septic line that goes way around the corner. So this is as far as I'm comfortable cutting back towards that. So that being said, this is our area. So I think if I do 14 by 20, I can get both the four-wheeler and lawnmower in here and still have a little room for maybe a little 2-foot workbench on one side. We'll see. But I kind of like this idea. I'll have a main door on this side that will go all the way through that could store the lawnmower for working over there in that part, and also another door that will allow the four-wheeler to get in and out. And just like you saw a minute ago, this side of the fence is where my little path is to the main road. But anyway, just give me your thoughts. I'm glad I was able to work yesterday, which was Monday, because on Tuesdays around here, it rains. It's kind of stopped a little bit now. You can see it's just a little discolored here, but it's been raining off and on this morning. So between rain, I think what I want to do is head over to the tiny house and pick up the trash, bag that up so I can take it off, and then we can go down to the Playhouse and get some of the siding done that's kind of up above the window but still covered, so I can still bring you along for that. I've spent a good bit of the morning preparing a couple of things. A bunch of pressure tanks for ram pumps, and then cleaning up a little, enough to start making the cuts on the upcoming queen bed frame build. So I think let's go ahead and do our cleanup work, and then I'll start filming this video here. I don't know if I'll be able to fit this giant tarp into this bag, but I figure it's worth giving a try here. Yeah, this thing's awkward. Somehow I managed to get this tarp in here, both of them actually, so that's good. We can throw that out. Now I want to gather up all of these scrap boards that were either too small or had started to rot under those tarps. And I just want to haul these off to the side of the road so I can take them to the trash. Well, that is looking a lot better. I'm pleased with that. Okay, well, let's head over here to the Playhouse and get a couple of things done with that siding. So on this Playhouse, I have got a window down here, and then I've got this section here, and then all the way up to the top here. And to fill that, I have got these extra pieces back here that came off of the tops of the plywood. So I can fill this and that. And there was also a comment made on my previous vlog saying that why don't I put window screen up here? So instead of trying to block this in with the sheathing, I could just put window screen. So that way I could cut around this stuff and just staple it so that each of these is also covered. And I may even consider doing that to the eaves over here, just to make it easy on me. Just pull a ladder up there or start throwing some staples in. But anyway, right now we're going to get this front piece installed. This is kind of a sneak peek of the Playhouse. I'm going to have the actual dedicated build video series on this thing. I'm guessing it's going to be close to 10 videos long. And I'll probably be posting those back to back, so that whoever wants to watch this build can just click, click, click through all of them. But anyway, so these pieces here, let's go ahead and get them installed on the front. Okay, so I've been just flushing this up here with the window. I think that's what I'll do on this piece. I'm really hoping that in the coming months to years, I can convince my kids to spend a lot of time outside here, because I would love for them to be able to come out here and play while I work on stuff. Managed to get these top pieces in. Had a bit of a gap here. I'll have to come back with some trim and fix that, but looking pretty good. This end over here had some crazy stuff going on. Let me show you why. You can see the gap in there. It's because my board right here is not all the way to the end. So I may just come back with some another piece of 2x4 right in there and just cover that up. And that will also butt up against the piece that goes here in the triangle. But anyway, it's looking pretty good. The Playhouse is definitely coming along. I like it so far. Still have a bit to go, but it is making some pretty decent progress. I am about to swap over to queen size bed frame build mode, which means it's time for you and I to say goodbye for this video. You'll be able to watch this queen size bed build here in a week or two. I hope you have enjoyed what you have seen so far. We got a lot done. But if you would, hit that subscribe button and be sure to like and comment and all of that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.